Honestly, 2022 was a slay. Like the second half, the first half sucked for me personally. Hey guys, it's Keegan. Welcome back to my channel. Happy almost 2023. This is my very last video of 2022 and I thought it'd be fun to do a little 2023 reset. I love making monthly reset videos and I thought it'd be really fun to make one for the entire year. These videos are basically just like a really great way to prep for the new year, do a little cleaning, set some goals, reflect on last year, basically just getting us in the perfect headspace for the new year. I'm so excited to make this video. Let's just get started. It's a really gloomy day out today. It's currently raining, so the lighting's like a little ugh. But whenever we think of the new year, I think a lot of us immediately go to New Year's resolutions. So I wanted to share mine with you guys. But first, I wanted to say, you don't have to make New Year's resolutions. I think a lot of us put so much pressure on ourselves to become this like new, better version of ourselves, new year, new me. And like, that's great. I think self-improvement is something we should all be doing, but I think it's important not to put so much pressure on yourself to go from like 0 to 100. And if you want to set New Year's resolutions, you don't have to set them the way that I'm doing it. I will see on TikTok people setting New Year's resolutions in different ways all the time, and I think it's really great. Like, instead of yearly goals, I've seen people make monthly goals, and I think that's really incredible. So I think it's important to know yourself well enough to know what is going to be the best fit for you if you want to make some goals for the year. I wanted to make goals into categories, and then how will I achieve them? I think making a goal is one thing, but then making a game plan to how you're planning on achieving it is another. I also think it's really important to make goals that are actually achievable. I would rather make a small goal and reach it and then the next month go higher and higher and higher, rather than make a goal that's up here that is just out of my reach that I will be so discouraged and have no chance of reaching. So I made a couple of categories of my goals. The first one, fun, just like a fun goal that I've always wanted to do. Financial, career, relationships, and health/fitness. My first goal is in the fun category. This is a goal that I have made my New Year's resolution, I think, for like the past 2 or 3 years, and I have made no progress on it. None at all. And that is to get the splits. If you watch my monthly reset videos, you know that this is a goal that I tried and I stretched one time and then I was like, I'm over this. This is a goal that I want to achieve so badly. I wanted to break it down how I want to achieve this goal. Start doing yoga classes. There are some places that do like a week free or like a couple class packs, and I think that would be a really great way of like introducing myself into stretching. Maybe learn some like yoga poses or stretches that I can do on my own. I think that will really motivate me. Personally, for me, like doing something on my own, like an at-home workout, it doesn't really work for me, but if I do like a workout class or something like that, that is a lot more motivating for me. I think the reason why it's motivating is because I don't want to have to pay for a no-show fee. I think that's like the most motivating thing in my opinion. Another thing in the fun category is to finish decorating my apartment. This place, we love her, but she's not done being decorated yet. I still want to finish decorating my living room and then my bedroom. That is on my list for this year. I think that I really want to like dive into it, especially in the new year. And I'm so excited to take you guys along with me. Relationships, one of my yearly goals is to prioritize friendships and experiences with my friends. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that in 2022 I got out of a 3, almost 4 year long relationship, and so I've been single for the first time in my adult life recently. It has been amazing. The way that I've like built my friendships and really like bonded and connected with people has been incredible, and I really want to keep that up and really invest time in these friendships. One thing that I really want to do is reach out to my friends more. One thing that's really bad about me is I don't really reach out to people. I always assume that everyone's busy. I'm never really the one to like initiate plans with friends, and that's something that I really want to do. So I want to reach out to friends and plan things. I think that one thing that I really want to try to do is like, if I think about a friend, if I'm thinking about them, just text them. Like, hey, I'm thinking about you. How are you doing? So the next one is career. I do YouTube full time, and I told myself that when I graduated, I would give myself until January to decide if I want to get a job or if I want to keep doing YouTube full time. I still have not made that decision. I'm gonna keep doing YouTube full time until I like really figure it out. There's no step-by-step plan that I have for that. I think it will just be a gut feeling and like something that I know is right in the time. But I do want to like look into my opportunities. I don't know. That's something that like I really feel like very about. Another thing that's for career is to stop being afraid of what people think of me. I think that a lot of people have this like idea of influencers. We don't care about what people think of us, and like we're not afraid of like posting stuff. Like, I genuinely am always like, my friends are gonna judge me if I post this, or like people that I know are gonna judge me. So I want to post more on TikTok. That is something that I love, making TikToks, but I'm just always like afraid of people that I know judging me, and I think that I just just want to follow my creativity and do that. So I've been doing it a little bit. So like follow me on TikTok if you want to support me and like help me get out of my head. But I want to just kind of like seize the moment more and not be so afraid of what people think of me. Financial wise, I want to start budgeting every month and try to save 20% monthly of my income. How I'm going to do that, I'm going to use my budget spreadsheet every month, and I'm going to try to reduce impulse spending. And like if I want to buy something, I'll like put it in my notes, and then like if I still want it after like a week or two, then I'll buy it. But like a lot of the times I'll forget about it and not want it in a week or two. And then the last one, health and fitness. The last one for health and fitness, I want to challenge myself. Honestly, I do work out 3 times a week now. I do like group fitness training classes, which I really like, and doing those group training classes, like workout classes, motivates me more than if I were to go to the gym on my own. So I just want to be consistent with that. But the biggest thing that I want to do is challenge myself. I think that a lot of the times I will go easy on myself and be like, this is really hard, I don't feel like doing it, or like I'm gonna go easy on myself. But like I really want to push myself and to hold myself accountable. I think that's a lot of like self-encouragement in the moment. Those are my New Year's resolutions. I think they're kind of all over the place and kind of weird now that I'm like reading them out loud. But in all honesty, I had a really great second half of 2022. It was a year where I made like a lot of progress with myself, and I was really happy, and I made a lot of choices that I feel like really benefited me. I feel like for 2023, I just want to continue that. I want to grow on it and keep doing that. Honestly, 2022 was a slay. Like the second half, the first half sucked for me personally, but like the second half was better. So I just want to keep up the momentum that I had going for the second half of the year. That's my New Year's resolution. Just keep doing what I'm doing and do it like a little bit better. If you're watching this before 2023 starts, one recommendation that I have, you can also do this after 2023 has started, but I always like writing a little letter to myself on New Year's Eve, and then the next year I will read it and write another one. I'm huge on journaling. Journaling has improved my life so much. I will link this journal down below. This is my 6th one. I genuinely believe these are the best journals to ever exist, but I write it in my journal so I don't lose it. And in these letters, I kind of write whatever I feel like. A lot of the time it's reflecting on the last year, how I've changed, if I've accomplished my goals, if I haven't, lessons that I've learned, and then what I hope for in the next year. I am holding myself back from reading the one that I wrote last year because I want to read it on New Year's Eve right before I write my new one for 2023. But that is a huge recommendation that I have. I think it's really fun to look back on. Like writing a letter to yourself is like the purest, cutest little thing ever. So I would totally recommend doing that if you guys haven't, and you can really write whatever you want in it. To get us into the new year, I think we should do a little cleaning of my apartment. I want to do a whole separate video where I like deep clean my apartment, like cleaning the baseboards type of thing. But I thought it'd be fun to do a little refresh for my apartment, for my space, to kind of clear my headspace and clean. I have my Christmas tree box. It is huge. I did not have this before. This is a new Christmas tree, so I need to find a place to store it. I'm thinking of storing it in here, but that means I need to make room for it. So fingers crossed. I have no idea if this will fit. We're gonna have to make it fit. I don't know if I'm strong enough to be able to flip it. Step 1, yay. I hope this is going to fit. Oh, it's just like slightly too small or too big. Like if it could just be the slightest bit smaller. I'm sure I could like push it maybe. We're gonna try this. I did the best that I could. There's still a gap right here, like a decent gap, but it's not that big, and I will not be touching this until next Christmas. So it's just gonna be there for now. Fit up there the way I wanted it to. The wooden dowel also fell off. It doesn't look incredible, but it doesn't need to look incredible. I'm really happy how I was able to like fit everything. Let's walk over there, not to trip on my tripod. I'm very happy with how this turned out. Like everything fit. And then I also have like kind of another shelf right here. I put my suitcase up here. I had some lids for some bins that I was able to fit in my closet. So I had to move a few things around, but obviously this took up so much space that it had to. But I'm really happy with how this all turned out. I like it. This could probably be more organized. I kind of just set stuff on here. I'm happy with it. This was like a closet that caused me a lot of stress, and now I feel like it won't. Another thing that we need to do is go grocery shopping. Obviously this is not the grocery trip of the year, but like I think starting off the year with some great ingredients and some recipes that I'm excited to make would be a great way to start off the year. Time for a Trader Joe's haul. Sorry if you can hear my dryer going. Apologies. I want to make decently simple recipes this week. I have some tortillas to make some wraps. Bagels, I finally have my Trader Joe's bagels again. They're the best everything bagels, I swear. I got some romaine hearts lettuce for the wraps as well. And then I got some sesame oil. I made the like Trader Joe's gyoza and I wanted to use sesame oil on the pan, but I didn't have any. I also got some agave syrup. This is really great for margaritas. That is the main reason I got that. Actually, the only reason I got it. And then I got this salmon rub seasoning blend. What even is in this? Brown sugar, smoked paprika, kosher salt, black pepper, rice concentrate, and dried thyme. This was very intriguing to me, so I wanted to try it. And I got some salmon to go with it. There's like a million different ways of seasoning salmon, so that is one way that I'll add. And then I also got some chicken breast for the wraps and some jasmine rice. I have some frozen vegetables to add with the salmon, so that was kind of my thought process there. But that was my Trader Joe's haul. Not too much stuff. Oh, I forgot to get ice cream. I wanted ice cream. Whatever. That is my Trader Joe's haul. I thought it'd be fun to go over some highs and lows for the year. I love when people do this. I think it's very humbling to know that not everybody's life is picture perfect and there were some low moments, but there were also some high moments that made the year great. So I thought we would go over mine. I share my entire life on the internet. My job is literally to share my life. I feel like a lot of these we have been through together and some things I've gone through behind the scenes. I show like 99% of my life. Like the only stuff I really don't show is like stuff that involves other people. So I want to start with the lows so we can end on the highs. My first low is that I ended an almost 4-year-long relationship. That was yikes. That was something that taught me a lot of lessons this year, and like that is a low, but like low-key it's a high. I'm really grateful for the lessons that I learned from that relationship and from that breakup. I don't know, like that was a low, like that kind of sucked, but like it also like turned out good. I'm happy now. This year I felt very stuck, confused, and unsure of myself. I think that growing up and being an adult, especially being in your early 20s, is a really confusing point in your life, and there were definitely some times where I had imposter syndrome and I wasn't sure if I made the right decisions, and I still feel like that all the time. That was a theme that I went through this year that was really hard. I also had some issues with my family and my friends this year. That was hard. A lot of relationships in my life were tested. Honestly, every single relationship in my life was tested now that I think about it. Relationships with significant others, with friends, with my family members. I think every single relationship I had this year with people in my life that were close to me was tested, and I had either like a falling out or a conflict that was like a decently big thing. That was really hard, and I'm really happy to say I got through it with everyone, and everyone that is in my life now I truly cherish. And I feel like, honestly, why do all these lows have like cute like little morals of the stories at the end of it? I just feel like the people that I have in my life right now I am so happy with, and I'm really happy to end this year off on like this great of a note, friendship, relationship wise. This is a real low. I lost both of my childhood dogs this year. God, I'm not gonna cry, stop. Both of my childhood dogs died this year. One died in summer, one died in the beginning of fall. That was really hard, and I know they're like just dogs, but like those are my literal children, and the grief of that was really hard this year. There is no positive that came from that, if I'm being honest. That was really hard. I will say though, I always had this fear that I wasn't going to be able to say goodbye to them, and I'm so thankful that like I was about to cry. I was like there in their final moments, was able to say goodbye to them. Okay, wow, I cannot add to my cry log. If you guys don't know, I like record every single time I cry. Oh, God, I'm not adding to it. Like, no tear came out of my eyes. We just teared up, so we're not adding to it. But like, I recently calculated how many times I cried this year, and it was a lot. This was a rough year. So let's go into the highs for the year. The good things that won't make me cry. I graduated college this year. I am done with school for the rest of my life. I have no plan on getting my master's. I will never take another exam. I mean, maybe if I get a job, they might have exams for like that when you're learning, but I graduated college. That was a huge accomplishment. I'm so proud of myself. I was able to fully support myself through college, pay for my own college. I graduated with a pretty good GPA. I found a love for traveling abroad. I went to a couple countries this year. I went to Cabo for my birthday, and then I went to Italy and Greece after I graduated college, and I truly like found this like love for traveling and learning more about the world and seeing other cultures and learning the history of places. Like, I truly felt like it like set my soul on fire. I don't think that I see myself traveling a ton in 2023 simply because it's expensive. I think like traveling abroad every couple of years is realistic, but like not frequently. But I truly loved it, and so I feel like I found another passion of mine. I also moved into my very first apartment that is all by myself. I have wanted to live alone my whole life. Like, ever since I was a child, I've always wanted to live alone. I truly feel like I'm like living out my childhood dreams, having my own apartment, having my own space. If you are like an introverted person who loves being alone, your first solo apartment, like, this place just holds such a special place in my heart. This significantly has improved my life. Living alone, living in this apartment, truly one of the best things that I've ever done in my entire life, and one of the highest highs of this year. I love this place. I can't wait to finish decorating it. This was an amazing thing that happened to me. This next thing is kind of funny. I feel like I got my personality back. I feel like the second half of the year, I just like came alive again. And I feel like I didn't realize how down I was until I got my personality back, until I feel like I started feeling passionate about things again and excited about life. I just felt like for a really long time I wasn't. I feel like I'm me again. You don't realize how much of yourself you've lost until you get it back. Another thing is I gained a lot of confidence this year, not only like in my physical appearance, but like who I am to my core as a person. I don't know, I just gained a lot of confidence. And then the last thing is Taylor Swift released Midnights, and I'm going to her concert next year. That was a high of a high when I got those concert tickets. I'm so sorry if you guys didn't get concert tickets. She liked 2 of my TikToks this year. Taylor Swift knows who, ow, that kind of hurt. Taylor Swift knows who I am. Like, she's seen my face before. Like, she may not like know me obviously, but like in the Taylor Swift universe, she knows that I exist. That is probably maybe the best thing that happened to me this year. God, I love that woman. Those were my highs and my lows of 2022. What? I don't even know what year it is. I'm really happy to say that there were more highs than lows this year. It was a rough year, but there were a lot of good moments, and I'm really thankful for that. A couple of things I also wanted to include in this video. From this year, I feel like I learned 2 really big lessons that I have been needing to learn for a really long time, and I may not have mastered these lessons, but they slapped me in the face and I learned them. The first one is that comfort does not equal happiness. That is something that I always thought was true, and I think this year I realized that living my life in my comfort zone does not make me happy, and I shouldn't stay in situations that I'm comfortable in if I'm not happy just because I'm comfortable. Another one that I have still, like, this is still, you know, a work in progress. I think that confidence is something that we are always learning. Like, no one has ever truly mastered confidence. We all have our insecurities and things that we struggle with, but one thing that I learned is that confidence is a mindset. Confidence does not come from external validation. Confidence doesn't come from losing 10 pounds or having clear skin or feeling like I look pretty that day. Confidence is a mindset. For me, confidence is I'm a fun person to be around. People like being around me. I'm a good person. I feel good about myself, and I really found that like when I had a positive mindset about myself and the more positive thoughts I felt about myself, not even just my appearance, like who I genuinely am as a person, the more confident I became. That is so cute that I think that. And that was a really great lesson that I learned, and I feel like I learned it in the past couple of months. I just feel really good about myself and who I am as a person, and I'm not the skinniest I've ever been in my entire life. I don't have the clearest skin. Like, I think there's definitely been eras in my life where I've like been hotter, but I'm the most confident in myself and secure in who I am this year. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I really realized that confidence is a mindset. I also want to talk about some things that I'm looking forward to in 2023. Number 1, the Eras tour. I'm so excited. I'm just so excited for this. I get to breathe the same air as Taylor Swift. I'm so sorry if this is bragging to anyone that did not get concert tickets. I am so sorry. I don't want to like throw it in your face, but also, wow. Like, I love that woman. I'm going to her opening night tour. I will be there to watch her perform some of the songs for the very first time, and I want to scream and jump up and down, but I would feel bad for the people that live below me to do that. I'm also excited to be single. This is my first time ever being single in my adulthood. I've really enjoyed it. I've loved it. I have grown so much independence and, like I said, confidence. I'm just really excited to see where I go from there. I'm not looking for a relationship, so I'm so excited to just work on myself and not let my happiness depend on another person. I just really like it. I'm so excited to see the progress that I make in myself being single this year. And the last thing is establishing myself more as an adult. I've only been post-grad for like a semester, half the year so far, and I'm really excited to kind of see where life takes me, what decisions I make, and grow into an adult. I don't think in the next like 365 days I'll turn into like a full adult, but I'm excited for the lessons that I'm gonna learn. Some of them will probably be hard and some of them will be fun. I'm just really excited to see where this year takes me because I have no idea what's gonna happen this year. Oh my god, I literally, do you wanna know how stupid I am? I put 2024 word of the year, and then I also put looking forward to in 2013. For the past couple years, I have seen a bunch of people have a word for the year, and my word for 2023 is courage. I hope to have the courage to live outside of my comfort zone, to be bold with the decisions that I make and to feel confident in them, to not step back. I hope to have the courage to find my own path and to be an adult and to make decisions that scare me but I know will benefit me. I think that I lived a lot of my life and a lot of 2022 in my comfort zone. I hope I have the courage to live outside of my comfort zone. I hope that you guys liked this video. I hope that you had an amazing 2022. Why is that hard to say? And I hope that 2023 is the best year of your entire life. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the new year. Oh my gosh.